Rate my intuitiveness. I don't have a specific rating yet, like if I'm gonna put 5 or maybe it's gonna be arbitrary, random, sort of, but you know, studied, estimated. Okay, I have my pen and tablet on. I'm using a Wacom bamboo, my old and trusty Wacom bamboo. Excuse the noise outside. Um, okay, so I opened this up yesterday. I had it on my Mac. I think when I reinstalled Chrome, because this is my revived MacBook Pro. Um, I have a new hard disk and I have my story on that on my blog. Anyway, oh, what is this? That's nice to know. Wow, is this like vector? What can you do with it? Oh my goodness. Can I? Oh, I can do that. Okay. I was quick to judge because I didn't see any marquee. How do you say it? Marquee or marquee? Mark. I'm gonna stick with marquee. It just sounds nicer. Also, my voice now doesn't sound normal because I had a sore throat yesterday and I've been coughing since yesterday. So anyway, setting that aside, and um, I'm sorry in advance. Now that I've taken care of that as a disclaimer, wow, okay. I judged quickly because I didn't see any marquee tool. So, what would a marquee tool look like? Because I've been using. Ooh, okay, I've been using Photoshop for a long time. So something like this, because that's what it's gonna do if you have a marquee tool, right? So this, I didn't see that somewhere over here. So I thought, okay, maybe it doesn't have that feature. And then as you saw just now, I hovered over it and then there's a bounding box. Okay, so that's, you know what, I'm gonna close my window. I'm not sure how important that announcement is that I hear outside. But okay, let's get back to this. All right, so this is nice to know because one of the things, so I was I've been using iPivo. Ooh, I like that thin and thick line. I'm not sure I like the thing hovering, but I'm fine with it. Maybe that's what makes Sketch.io like a unique interface that you could attach with it. That's nice. I do ink art, and my favorite medium is brush pen. Wow, I like this. Because of why brush pen? Because I can make a thin one. Oh, that's weird. It has an opposite. That is so weird. You know why? Because when I press lightly, it makes it so thick. But when I press down, uh, it becomes thin. It's the opposite. I'm not sure what's the deal with that. What is this supposed to be? Something going on outside. I don't know. Okay, if I try calligraphy, wow. I mean, wow, because there's a couple of stuff here. What's sketchy? Oh, ooh, oh, this is nice. Not my style when I draw, because I like, this is not brush penny, but I like that. Ooh. What did I mean, like, not brush penny? Because it's too uniform and mechanical. I'm not so... I use brush pen, and one of the reasons I like brush pen is because it almost looks like a pencil. It can look like a pencil rendering. Good. Okay, let's try. The fact that I can do something like a pencil rendering with a brush pen, just I'm amazed by that. Brush pen. Hey, what can I do with you? Oh wow, okay. I like that. It's like a vector program. But you see, this looks organic. So I like the organic feel rather than the mechanical feel. Oh, I'm enjoying it. So I'm not even, okay, I'm gonna set aside the intuitive rating. I'm just enjoying this. I probably had this years back. I think this is one of those software that I downloaded or included, or what do you call it, from Chrome. I don't know why I have this, but I do. So if I do here, Sketchpad, see, it's there. And I think I've had it for years. So yeah, I assume, I suspect that must be from the, let's put this circle back in here. That must be from, where are we? That must be from Chrome. One of those things, like what are those things? Like some software that you could include in Chrome. And I have a couple of them. Do I like it? You can adjust it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Tip angle. Let's say, excuse me. Let's say 30. I've been learning calligraphy, trying to learn. Why is it like the opposite? Maybe it's maybe something to do with settings here. I'm not sure, because look, it should have looked like that, right? It should go, I'm gonna draw what it should look like. It's like, right now it's looking like this, the feather. You see the cursor. It should look like that when you're drawing. And see that? The angle is like that. I want it like this. And then I think we're finding the culprit here. I'm not sure if it's maybe it's not compatible with the pen settings I have on my computer, or why is it like this? So let's put a negative. What did that do? Enter. Get it. Oh, alright. Let's see. Can we can't do negative? So there's something different here. Just like the pen, it's not, look at that. I'll see, maybe I'll contact them or something. Why is it like this? I'm glad I'm recording it. But I'm amazed. The first time I tried it again. Since I had it before, I must have tried it before, and it was looking interesting. But I don't remember how. Anyway, I've already talked about how I think I got it. And then I opened it yesterday, and then I was using my trackpad, and what was the default? Maybe this one? And then, no, not this. I think it was a pencil. Was it a pencil? So I was doing like this, and then it felt nice. So even without the graphics tablet, the Wacom Bamboo, or what have you, I can sense that the interface is light, and then like there's a smooth response. It's not tacky, if that's the right word. So I was doing like that with my finger on the trackpad. And now that I brought out and I'm checking this, ooh, what happened? Okay. So I have a touch bamboo pen, bamboo Wacom, and so I did that with my Wacom. There's a special setting because it's an old bamboo Wacom graphics tablet. So I believe I took notes because it's not going to be, my MacBook is like 8 years old, and so the updates, because it's very old, and I think the latest I can have here is it Mojave or Monterey? After Catalina, it was Big Sur, and then, okay, let's see. Monterey, okay. See? Nice interface. Okay, so I'm liking this, and now I just use the trackpad on my MacBook, and this is looking good. Maybe I'll ask whoever, maybe somebody can explain, or there might be a fix. Let's see the settings. You're currently using Sketchpad free, so is there a snap to guides? What's with that? Can I move you? Okay. That is nice. And you can even store it online in Google Drive. I'll close it before. I just want to do less editing. On the video. Hotkeys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What does this do? Emojis. This looks weird because it's like a slime. It almost like look horror. I wouldn't do it like that. I think it's trying to be a teeth, but I think it's the thickness and the distribution, the shape or the line in between makes it look like a horror thing. Maybe let's try to draw it. The eyes are nice and innocent, but if that's trying, I think it wants to be friendly, and the eyes are okay. But when you do it like that, how easy is it to? I would add more so that make it clear these are actually teeth. But oh my gosh, it's worse. No, it's not as refined. This is already the refined version. It looks like the scary. See what they have now, and I suspect that it's because of the. If they could make the thing look bigger in the middle. I don't know, maybe it's also because of the reversed color, like black and then white. But I think they could explore the distribution of that line thing. See, this is clearer. Okay, I'm gonna test my theory. If it's just slow, so I'm gonna use pen, and it's not behaving well. Unfortunately, there's no negative, and I wanted to. Oh my god. Okay, alright. Oh, okay. We got something here. I'm gonna say 130. I have books and courses online on calligraphy, and some of them say the one that I'm taking is from Domestika, And this is nice. This makes me happy. And I'm following his course. I'm gonna stick with my teacher there. His is 30, foundational. Whoa, calligraphy. And his is 30 degrees, 30-degree angle. And I have some books that say they also the same, like for foundational. There's a few, there are differences that I found. Some say 40 degrees, but I don't want to confuse myself when I'm loyal to. No, it's really to be. It's a smarter way also. Excuse me. I'm joking when I say loyal, but kind of, or yeah, I'm joking. But I appreciate the my teacher. Why did I write that again? So I don't want to confuse myself. And if you have too many teachers on one thing, it's like asking two people to do the same job. It's not going to do you good, the one who's learning, right? So you have to also be mindful if you're a mentee or you're a student. It's good actually, teachers like it when you do learning and study on your own, meaning not only in his class, learning. And it's good to research R&D, like see what's out there, but so that you don't get thrown from here or there or everywhere. It's not good. It's gonna slow down your growth in your learning. So find your teacher and then stick with that. And then when you're done, so that's what I plan. When I'm done with this course, if I finished it, then I can try other ones. What I found, the other degrees, other suggestions or recommendations, other courses, other calligraphers will say 40 degrees. Okay, I'll finish this first, and then I'll see. I'll try it with this, and then like you have another option. And you know what they say, rich people have more options, and they say rich people have power. So that's kind of power. Like it's up to you now. You have on your under your belt or your ability to do this 30, and if you add that 40, then that's good on you to have that option. And then it's up to you if you want to prioritize it. Okay, I've made a messy wall here. I'm gonna try to make a new one. I'm not even talking about intuitiveness. This is intuitive already. Like I'm having fun. I like the discovery. It wasn't clear that I could do that. But I think even if I don't, because I judged it because I didn't see that marking, like, but that's like one of the most intuitive and fastest way. So I mentioned IPVO. I tried it after researching on what do you call this, annotating tools. And the other ones, there's a good one that was nice and it was recommended by other people and has good rating. IPVO is one of the top 10, I think, in one of the lists, people who rate it or websites that rate it. And I chose IPVO because others are for Windows. Mine is on a Mac. There's one other that's on the top of the list, the number one, but it's paid. So I chose this one, and I've been using that for whiteboard and annotating because I also do, give feedback, and it's good to have annotating tool. It didn't have that marquee thing that I was talking about, and felt just, oh, did it? Duplicate? No. That's nice. Okay. I made a messy wall here. What can you do for me? Convert to stamp. What does that do? Oh, oh my gosh. Oh, this is so nice. I like that. Ooh. But it doesn't add up. It continues. I mean, it includes the white, so it doesn't like have this because it included the white. If I make it transparent, oh, that's the thing. I could have, could have, could have, could have. Yeah, I included that white, so I can't like do additive. It is additive. It's just I can't make dark, dark, dark. But this is nice. I like that. See, I like organic. I think it's a mixture of organic and something straight and mechanical. When you make, straight and that feels mechanical already, like the grid here. Hey, it's missing a line. Okay, I've enjoyed myself checking this out. What was I gonna do? I was gonna... Ooh, okay. Wow, I'm not gonna look at that. I was gonna tell a story about a friend who was trying... Okay, I'm gonna say it. I had a friend who was trying Illustrator. She's a professional. I don't think she was a stranger on it in general. But, sometimes you pick up a software and she focused on traditional and she's a book illustrator. I'm just moving around here. And, okay, it was like this before. Excuse me. Which one are we gonna try? I didn't like this one. I wonder what the stamp will do if we... Okay, I'm gonna make a mess. Okay, back to the story. Oh. Let's do 130. See, I'm loyal to my teacher. I'm not sure if that's really how should it look like. I mean, the feather is downwards, and the pen was also downwards. I would do it like this, A pen is like strict. I would do it really like this. But, there's another way to hold a pencil, which artists do as well, or a brush. And I can't show you. I'm just, because I'm doing it with my, my graphics pen. But, how do you, okay, maybe I'll try to draw it. It's like holding the pen lightly at the tip. So this is the pencil, right? Or it could be a pencil, it could be a brush, it could be a graphics pen tablet, I guess. No, I don't do it with my graphics pen tablet. But this is my finger, for example. Where's the collar? Hello? Excuse the poor neighbor's dog outside. Wait, that was wrong. So, okay. Is there a way, and I'm gonna put my teeny tiny microphone down. Is there a way to put to like exchange? It's good if there's a, if you can bring out the collar. Can I put that there? Oh, it goes away. So that's, excuse me, that's important in Sketch. That's why most of the software have it outside, have layer panels, like having a palette. And and I wish I could. Okay, I'm pressing Alt and Command. If I could, what do you call this? Get the color from here, like from the canvas. That would be like fast and intuitive. There's some other one that does that. I think Alchemy. So this is Alchemy. Is that the name on Chrome? No. Let's see if I got here. No, don't have Alchemy. Maybe the name is wrong. On Chrome. Is this the one? Sketching. Webcam. I had it before. Drawcam. Is this one? Is that the one though? Could be. They changed the name, did they? Okay. Okay. I say it with a different accent. What was that? Canyon.org. This was fun to play with. I think this would be it, but it looks. I used to have it on my Chrome. And it looked like that, but this looks old. It wasn't even like that. Anyway, the deal with this is the feature is like nice. You can copy. What am I saying? Mirror. What was that? Do symmetrical thing. I was gonna say something. Forgot. Sorry. See, I got sidetracked. 1 second. So I think that's important to have the color outside. Like I wish I could. You can do this in Photoshop and I think other major or leading software out there, or known software, because there are some things that you can discover. Like I'm discovering this streamer. What's that? So the color, most drawing apps will let you choose color easily, like have a palette somewhere here. Let's see if it's the settings that we need to, like the window settings. I don't know. Okay. Oh. Okay, so it recorded. I was explaining this. I wonder if I should give it up. So this one, too thick. Let's choose. Let's get back to calligraphy. Oh, I like the E-routine angle. So, so it's like a very gentle way of holding the close to the tip of the pencil. You do it like that. I think if you've been watching tutorials, let's make the pencil bigger. So it's like that. Can you imagine now? I keep looking. I do it on my graphics pen tablet. I keep looking at it. Okay, let's put the nails here. Ooh, black nail polish. Excuse me again. Okay, okay, I've illustrated this. Maybe that's what they were going for here with this feather cursor thing. Okay, Control Z, Control Shift, Command Z to redo. Is there a shortcut for the color? No shortcut for color. Maybe there are those who've been using this. What is this star? Ooh, okay. What was that? Oh. So yesterday, I was also, this is something that I've been going back and forth with, which is, what was that? Sketch Autodesk Sketchbook. See, resume browsing. Because I've been searching for it, I was going back and forth with it to download it or not. What was the reason? What was the reason for me to download it? Or if I don't think I did download it. Maybe because I couldn't. Yeah, I couldn't. I used to have it on this desktop. What was it? Now it's paid. Oh, because it's pro. There was an announcement that it was free for everyone. Maybe this isn't the... Okay, I'm gonna stop here. So I was like back and forth with it, and then this, when I looked into my... Here, when I do that, because I wondered if I still... Let's go back. I wondered if I still have this. Because I mentioned I revived my system. Okay, anyway, let's close this. How intuitive it is it? I think the color is a big deal. If you want a sketching app, the color has to be... There has to be a color palette that people can always choose. And I was talking about, for example, I have black and previously I had white. In Photoshop you could press X and so it goes back and forth, either black or white, so then it's easier to sketch. See, this is a simple sketch, two-tone, white and black, and three actually. This is slightly lighter gray, but the simplified is called this two-tone, and it's faster to sketch that way. So the idea of sketching is that it's fast to illustrate your thoughts or write down your ideas. It is good for brainstorming or putting down ideas and then, you know, organize it later. You can select, pick and choose what you like. And color, it has to be quick. And I was trying also the alt, if I could get the colors that are already here in the canvas, color pick. So does it have a color picker? I don't see color picker here. So that's quite a downside. But I like this. Let's see if I can make it bigger. So I am pressing keys on my keyboard because if we talk about intuitiveness, I made a Um, I, I recorded my thoughts on intuitiveness before, and I have to publish it so it doesn't. It's funny to say this, that I haven't published it, but on intuitiveness, I believe that what people are used to already, it will make it easy in like a general shortcut, for example, that people already know. Like Photoshop is leading the. Everybody knows Photoshop if you're a digital artist, if you're an artist, or you have a computer and you want to do graphics. So most people know this, or when you create something like Photoshop, you the bottom line is that the shortcuts will be universal. Like the Control Z, everyone uses it. So when it comes to intuitiveness, I think the trend will be the shortcuts will be the same. That's what helps make things easier and intuitive nowadays. So also software most pieces of software allow you to set your own shortcuts. And I have my own fair share of experience, I would say, learning, for example, 3D software from Maya to Blender. And Blender is notoriously hard to learn. Um, Hard to learn because of the navigation. And but I went through that, like the learning curve, and you can see how it's very popular now in 3D space, and the interface has gone through a lot of iterations, and it's so good. And there are many tutorials, or should I say gurus, that teach, and after consuming a lot of them on YouTube, there was one of them who recommended learning Blender with its, I have tried to copy the interface because I knew Maya, and I tried to make there. I did first the settings to help myself that the learning curve won't be too steep. So what's the way like to connect yourself from the transition from Maya to Blender? So naturally I would choose a Maya interface, like, right, the Maya interface, or shortcuts rather. Yeah, so there is an option to have your settings, navigation settings, to be like Maya. And then eventually, after consuming a lot of YouTube tutorials, there was someone who said, I think they were recommending to learn Blender with its native shortcuts, like how it was. And by that time, the version during those time, I think it was 2 or 3 up, 2 point something, 2.8, I think, and 3 up. The interface is already good, getting better, and so it's easier to learn it. And there was someone who said, learn it, like forget the Maya. That's me paraphrasing. But learn Blender with its native, I think I'm using it correctly, native interface settings, default, the Blender interface settings. Let's put it that way. So I did that. So I made like tried many tutorials, and then I did this, and then, so why did I talk about this? I'm just gonna start wrapping it up. Thinking, what was the bottom line here? Oh yeah, so the shortcuts is gonna be, it will help make things intuitive when the shortcuts is what already people are familiar with. And I'm talking about designers, professionals usually have their own standard software in the industry, and there are disruptors like Blender. Let's set that aside for a moment. But I think I see that the trend will be that shortcuts will be the same. It's one of the things that I would say as navigation and tools would be familiar and the same in most software. Don't try to, it's like musical notes. There's a musical notes, and you can't try to make your own musical notes and then tell people that, okay, I'm gonna make triangle, and then this will be the note, and then this will be C, and then okay, let's copy the okay, and then let's use triangle now. This will be A, or this will be C over here, you know? So what will help actually most people, because you want people to use your software, is use something that is already the standard. So like Control Z has become the standard. All software are using this for undo. They don't reinvent it like say Control A for undo. No. So this has become universal. So the same way for, I would say that the same way that you do it, it's gonna help. And yeah, so for example, now I'm testing Spline, and it's easier for me to pick it up because I've tried Blender and Maya, and so it's familiar. So the more familiar it is with, if you're gonna introduce a new software that you want people to use, so use what's already familiar. Don't let navigation get in the way of the UI. Don't let it get in the way. This is important, especially when you're making an app, like a tool, like sketching app, like a pen is a tool. So, utility, is that what you call it? It's something like Photoshop, Maya, something, I think it's more than just utility. So let's stick with tool. Don't let this get in the way. Software should make things like working easier, not get in the way. And that's one of the things to make it intuitive. If we're going back to intuitiveness here. And I made a mess again. So yeah, that's the message, and that's where I think that's one of the factors that can make things intuitive, uh, that make a software intuitive. Something familiar, something like easy to understand, easy to figure out, and when I say that, it's easy to figure out for those who've used already the what's known feature or the standard tools already that's around, like Photoshop is an example of that. Maya in 3D, I think, is an example of that, but Blender is so popular to everyone right now. And they had that. provided people an option to have a Maya setting to mimic the navigation, to have like a Maya setting in their interface when navigating Blender. So yeah, on that same note, that helped people to transition, just like my experience from this using the Maya settings in Blender, learning Blender, to using finally like learning the native interface, the Blender interface. And because I had that experience, it was easier for me to pick up spline. So spline is a tool, spline design, that helps you create 3D on the web. And I'm learning it. Using it, exploring it. Okay, I think I'm going to stop the video right here. If you've listened up to this point, thank you for humoring me.